Today we're gonna be dropping 7 different fish traps from small all the way to big, the 7 levels of fish traps for 24 hours at my dock. We got fish traps that range from all different shapes and sizes, and it's gonna be fun to determine which fish trap catches the most fish. Now, first thing we always do when we're doing fish trap videos is you have to have a perfect bait, and what's more perfect than sardines? So we have a nice big box of sardines. This will fit in all of our fish traps, but as you can see, these guys are extremely frozen. These are some sardine popsicles right now. So in order to cut these guys up, we gotta wait for them to thaw out, and we gotta prepare for our day. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day, because I'm trying to string some fantastic days together, because I've been, not gonna lie, I've been in quite a slump for probably the last couple months, literally. I feel like it's so easy to get caught up in work, in things I have going on. You guys probably have a ton going on as well, school, all your stuff going on. So easy to get caught up and throw your wellness and your health out the door, completely out the door. Especially my morning routine has been terrible, and it's been bad. My morning routine the last like 4 months, like literally ever since the New Year's Day, my morning routine has been wake up, immediately go on my phone, immediately go on Twitter, because I just love Twitter. I'm a big Twitter guy. So that's been my morning routine every day for the past, since literally January 1st. Then after Twitter, immediately, as right when I get up, Twitter, Clash of Clans. Not to mention I have 3 accounts. So I have to raid twice on 3 accounts on Clash of Clans. That's my morning. So it's been, I've been trying to break that habit I've just built over the last 4 months. I'm trying to really get into my serious mental health game, because trust me, it's a struggle. You guys probably struggle too. I'm a human being as well. I struggle every day. So for the last few weeks, I've been actually prioritizing that. I've been getting up early. I've been, instead of grabbing my phone, I grab a book. I've been reading a ton, really trying to educate myself on other areas in life. So my new routine has kind of been wake up, read, and then I do go to the gym. But before I do go to the gym, I take AG1, always. I've been taking this for a couple weeks now, and it has helped tremendously, guys. So I've incorporated this into my morning routine, like I mentioned. And for me specifically, like I mentioned with my brain fog, this has really, really helped with my mental focus, my brain focus, helps me recover after my workout, and it gives me sustained energy throughout the day. Literally for me, when I eat lunch, as soon as I eat lunch, if I'm not having this, I'm crashing right after lunch. So this has really helped, because I gotta work till 5. I can't just, you know, I'm crashing, I gotta go take a nap. So this has really helped. So for me, I like things to be super simple, and it's literally, they make this so simple. You just take 1 scoop and you dump it in, and it is fantastic. So it tastes good and it's simple. That's what I need. This has helped me a lot. Give it a little shake, and there you go, that's all you do. So super easy. And it tastes great. Plus, everyone always is preaching, you gotta take your magnesium, your calcium, your vitamin D, all that stuff. They make everything in here. So you're getting all your vitamins. This is like your multivitamin in here, in this, right in the morning. So it's fantastic. Especially when I'm filming like a video like today, where I'm gonna be outside all day. I need that energy. This is it's gonna keep me focused and dialed in for the whole day. So if you guys do wanna try out AG1, if you're trying to prioritize your wellness, you guys can click the link in my description to get a 1-year supply of immune supporting D3K2 and 5 travel packs free with your first purchase. You cannot put a price tag on your own health, and that's something I've really learned. So now that I'm all locked and loaded, ready to go, I'm gonna finish my AG1, and we gotta jump into this video, because it's gonna be an all-day thing, and we gotta make sure that these things are set up right. Let's do it. So as you guys can see, we have the 7 levels of fish trap, from 1 to 7. And all these guys, I think, deserve their own special fish trap name. We have our first fish trap right here, which is an OG fish trap. This thing has been through the ringer. As you guys can see, it has been beaten up. We've been using this one for years. So this guy is gonna be the OG fish trap that's gonna be set out. Then we have the twins. They're technically twins. It's pretty much the same fish trap, just a different color and a little bit different size of entrances, but they look the same to me. So we're gonna pretty much call these guys the twins, and they've been proven to catch some cool fish in the past. Then we have the spring trap. Now I call this guy the spring trap because it's literally a spring, and it has hit me in the face a couple times when trying to put it back in its place. So the spring trap is level 4. Then we have the wheel trap. This guy is like a wheel, like an umbrella, and it could roll. So we're just gonna call it the wheel trap. Then we have a brand new fish trap that you guys have not seen before, which is the bucket trap. This trap I actually picked up at the store today when I was getting my bait. I saw this little bin here and decided, you know what, this can make a perfect fish trap. It's big, it's round, and it's got perfect holes in it, so the water will flow right in there. So all you need to do is throw throw on a little entrance for it, and it's perfect. So once I picked it up from the store, I decided let's make this into a fish trap. I used some old mesh that I used for other fish traps, threw it on there, cut it up, zip tied the whole thing together, and bam, we have a brand new fish trap that we have not seen work yet. But we're gonna find out today if this bucket fish trap can catch any fish. So a brand new fish trap added to the arsenal for level 6. Then we have level 7 right here, which is the big monster fish trap that I've built in the past. I built it, I've set it, and it has been proven to work. So we're gonna see once again if this big guy can catch us some fish. So those are our 7 levels of fish traps, and now we gotta worry about our bait. But before I like setting my fish traps or even cutting up the bait, I like throwing out a nice big block of chum. You always gotta put chum in the water so the fish come to the dock. If you chum, they will come. So we're using this great tournament style chum, fantastic chum, and I actually got a new chum bag that makes it a lot easier to use. So this guy will actually float, keep that chum suspended in the water so it floats all down the current, all through the canal, and the fish will be swarming the dock in no time. Now that our chum is set, we have our fish traps here, our bait is finally defrosted. So I went ahead, I threw a couple whole ones in the bucket, but I wanted to try something else. I haven't tried chunking up the sardines ever when doing the fish trap. So I decided to cut some of these guys up into little tiny pieces so maybe those smaller fish can get in on the action instead of just the big boys. So we're dicing these guys up like a beautiful filet mignon for fish. This fish absolutely love sardines. So I do have some whole ones, but I also have some chunks, and that's what we're gonna be spreading across all 7 of these fish traps to see what we can catch. Now, before we bait our traps up, let's already take a look at the chum block to see all the fish that are already starting to come by. The glass minnows are absolutely everywhere. That's what you want to see. That chum slick is perfect. It brings in the smaller fish, which bring increasingly larger fish to the dock, which is fantastic. So the glass minnows are already starting to show up. The little snappers, the puffers, all that stuff is showing up to the dock, all thanks to our little chum block there. So we're gonna let this sit throughout the whole day, and hopefully some big fish will swim on by. And we got our bucket of bait here, and we are gonna bait up each one of these traps with great looking sardines. Now, I had a question for you guys. I know you guys love the 24-hour fish traps at the dock, but what if I did a night fish trap at my dock after I got a couple snook lights here? Let me guys know what you think in the comments and by dropping a like on this video. If you guys think I should get some snook lights at my dock, maybe 3, light up this whole canal, and we can do a nighttime fish trap so we can actually see everything that's going on in the water. Let me know what you guys think by dropping a like on this video, and I'll make it happen. Now let's get our traps all baited up. I'm gonna throw a mixture of whole and chunks in each one, and then we can toss them out. So this one actually has smaller holes, so you gotta be this one's gonna have a bunch of little chunks in it for sure. Just smaller little pieces in the twins, because the twins have smaller holes, so the fish can't really, this isn't for giant fish, this is for smaller little dudes, you know, little aquarium fish. So we're gonna throw a couple different chunks in here, and hopefully they can swim through those holes. If they're too big, they're gonna have to go on to the next fish trap. So the silver one has much smaller holes than the black one. The black one can actually fit a decent amount of chunks in there. So we're gonna throw a little bit more in the darker one because that can handle a little bit more bait. And then our circle trap, this guy always catches catfish for some reason, always. So we're gonna throw a couple chunks in there. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And then our brand new bucket trap, which I'm very curious about, we're gonna throw a bunch of whole ones in here because I have a feeling that this might catch some bigger fish because it's definitely a bigger trap. And then our grand finale trap, this one can only fit chunks. So we're gonna just chunk up as much as we can. Now we're gonna go from biggest to smallest. We're gonna throw the big boy first. So I'm gonna throw this guy off the front of the boat, which is gonna be a new spot. So this guy's gonna be deeper in the canal, which is gonna be fantastic. So we got our bait in there. Let's toss her out. And just like that, we wait 24 hours. Our bucket fish trap is gonna go right underneath the dock. I have a feeling it could be a very, very good trap. So I wanna throw it in a spot where there's gonna be a lot of traffic, which is right underneath all of the structure. So let's drop this guy in. Hopefully we get some good fish. Next trap's gonna be the wheel trap, and I'm gonna set this guy a little bit on the outside of the jet ski dock, not right underneath it because that's where I'm gonna put the twins, but this wheel trap is gonna go on the far end over here, right on the back side of the jet ski. There we go, that is absolutely perfect. Actually, let's get a little bit more deeper. Now we tie her off and we wait. All right, the good old twins are gonna go in a similar spot, but this time in the front of the jet ski. Usually this is right where I put them every time, on the right side and the left side. So let's get these guys in the water, and these guys usually catch some good stuff. So hopefully they get something cool this time. Let's get the silver one in first, tie her off, and now the black one right here, which we'll tie off on this side. Perfect, I don't even need to tie it off, I just throw it over like that. Done. And then our OG trap, which is an absolute honor to use this. This guy is a Hall of Famer. So this guy's gonna go by the ladder. I think this is where we put him usually. And he always catches fish because by the ladder, structure, fish love structure. So he's right by the ladder, perfect spot. Let's see what swims inside. I almost forgot about our spring trap. We gotta set this guy in too. I'm gonna put him on this cleat. Now all the fish traps are set. Ooh, I almost forgot about him. That would have been bad. So there we go. We got every single fish trap set for the day. Now all of our extra chunks that we have left, only a couple, we toss out and let the fish have an absolute feast tonight. Let's see who's gonna swim by. Whew, guys, that took some time. I filmed all of that by myself. Took me a couple hours to get that whole thing set up, but now we have to wait 24 hours, which I'm excited about. Tomorrow's gonna be the fun day when we actually pull the traps and see what kind of fish we caught, which is always a good time. Now we have a couple things in the works already. This mini pond, I'm getting a brand new mini pond. Very soon, I'm doing a huge mini pond build that you guys are gonna absolutely love it. So stay tuned for that with your notification bell turned on. We're getting a new pond in the fish warehouse, which is awesome. I also did go live this week, or last week, so if you guys missed my live, stay tuned for more live streams. I'm gonna try to do a Fish Guy Chris live stream once per week. I'm not sure which day I wanna go live yet. I'll try to make it an every week at a certain day. So let me know, drop it in the comments, what's your best day for me to go live? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Let me know in the comments, because I do want to do some live streams. Also, another big thank you to all the new members that joined during the live stream. Thank you to all my members who have joined in general. I appreciate your support so much. We've been having some fun over on the members side. I've been doing some cool videos, some fishing stuff. I'm going to be posting a video very soon, another members video, which is trying to shoot for once a week on the member side of things. So if you guys do want to join and become a member, go click the link down below. It's only $2 to join and become a Fish Guy Chris member and part of the community and help support me. So let's wait our brisk 24 hours. I'm gonna be hanging with the fish for probably 18 of those 24 hours. And let's see what's in our fish trap. I will catch y'all tomorrow. Whoa, who's this guy, ladies and gentlemen? Look at this. I'm no longer a caveman. I am a full-blown functioning person in society with a normal haircut. Check it out. Just got my haircut this morning and now I'm ready to pull some fish traps. It's a great day to be a fish guy, especially after a new haircut. I feel rejuvenated. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. So let's get into the fish traps, pull them right away. We got our bucket of water here. We're just gonna pull them one by one, or maybe section at a time. I'm gonna pull these two first. Let's get into it. All right, let's do a double pull on these two traps here, the spring and the OG. What do we got? I'm gonna get them right into the bucket and then we can examine our fish here. Just figured that out with that trap. Okay, there we go. Decent one there. And then this, I think there's two fish in here. There we go. Okay, so good haul for the first two traps. I'll take that any day of the week. So you guys know these guys are some of my favorite fish right here because they are frisky. Now this guy was in the spring trap, I believe. And look how gorgeous that fish is. This is a dogface snapper. They're called something else, but I call them a dogface snapper, but they are super, you can tell it's a dogface right away because of those big yellow fins all over the place. So mangrove versus dogface. Two snappers, but two different kinds of snappers. Mangroves is just like pink and brown, and then these guys got a little bit of blue, a little bit of yellow. This is like a yellow striped grunt, but it's a mean version. It's a snapper version. So we just caught snappers in these traps, but this guy is always a cool fish to catch. 8 inches, these guys, and then I think mangroves are 10. Don't know exactly because I've never kept any, but look at these two mangroves right here. This one's bigger, this one's bigger. Look at that guy, he's ready to go. He's ready to go. Now, I know you guys do want me to do a native pond eventually in the backyard, and I would love to, but we gotta find a spot where we can catch some legal size snappers, especially dogface. You know how cool it would be to like hand feed or live feed snappers? It would be absolutely electric. A big school of snappers is much needed for the native pond. But these guys are non-keepers, so they're going back in. Look how he just changes colors like that. It's crazy, striped now. Honestly, one of the coolest fish. I like these guys a lot. Like if I could have a tank with these guys, legal size, big boys, that would be epic. Or they're great eating if you can catch them. The legal size, you just eat them up, so good. Later. Here's the big mangrove. He's got spunk, he's ready to go. And here's the little mangrove. Look at that pink belly. That is such a cool fish. Oh, I wish I keep them, but you can't. See ya. Later, guys. Let's go to our next traps. All right, let's pull the twins now. These are the 2 smaller traps. I don't see any in this one. Okay, let's just see what we got. Do these get nothing? Nothing in these. They got cleaned out, but there's nothing in them. The fish have outsmarted the twins. The twins are on my shit list, clearly. Oh, was this open? Was that open the whole time? This one usually catches fish. This one might have been open the whole time. And this one, usually you have to pull up quickly because of the bigger holes, as you can see. And then look at these, this small, I think this one was open the whole time. I'm a jabroni. I'm a jabroni if this was open the whole time. So 0 fish in the twins. We would have only gotten smaller fish in those, but still, those have caught some damsels before. That would have been cool to catch. All right, the twins get an F, a failing grade, F. The other ones, B+. Snappers, B+. These, F. Let's go to our next trap. All right, now let's pull up our umbrella wheel trap here. This guy actually has fish. So this guy was deeper. This guy was much deeper than the other ones, and he was kind of suspended in the water column, so that might have done it. Let's put him in our bucket here. All right, at least we didn't strike out with all of the jet ski dock traps. We have fish, which is always a good thing. So these guys are usual suspects with any food. They're the first ones. This is the piranha of the ocean, the sergeant major damsel. I think they're literally damsels. We call them sergeant majors, but they're damsels. So look at the size of these guys. So we can catch them tiny and big. You guys know I love catching the little tiny small ones as big as my pinky, and it's crazy to see how they grow so big that this size. Like they get from that small to this big. So damsels can get pretty hefty, and these guys must have been around for a long time. This guy's got some cooler scales, with that pink or purple in there. You guys have seen sergeant majors before. They're classics here in Florida. So let's get these guys back in the water, let them populate the dock. Classic damsel. Later. Now this guy I want you to compare, all right? So go back and look at the dog face and then look at this fish. Pretty similar, I would say, right? This guy's obviously not a snapper. He's got a lot more yellow, but that dog face has incorporated some of these traits. I wonder if they're related in some way, because we do have the yellow and then we do have the blue lines. So this is the yellow striped grunt, and the dog face snapper also has some blue lines as well. So classic little fish there. These guys are super cool to keep. They really brighten up if you keep them in a tank or in a pond or anything. Right now he's got super dull colors because he just came from a fish trap. Always love catching these guys. Super cool fish to see, or letting him go back to populate the dock. Or he can go in Pod's stomach, but that's for another time. Later. All right, let's get Mr. Wheel Trap out here. It's loaded. It's loaded. I knew this was gonna catch these guys. I knew this was gonna catch these guys. Look at all these puffer fish, dude. Hundreds. I knew this was gonna be a puffer slayer. Just the shape and the size of the hole. They swim right in and they sit there. They just absolutely sit there loaded. That's like, what, 7 puffer fish? There is a stud puffer fish in here. He's the biggest one I've ever caught at the dock. He's massive. Get in there. Get in our bucket. Oh, there's a little baby dude too. Oh my lantern, the size of that puffer fish. Look at this hoss. Look at this hoss. Oh my goodness. I think that's gotta be the biggest one I've caught. This is an eater. This is an eater. Look at that puffer. Look at the orange eyes on that guy. Crazy species. These guys are infested everywhere, almost like catfish. So that is the biggest puffer. Let's compare him to the smallest, which is right here. Look at this guy. He could eat him. He could eat him. For sure, and he probably would, because these guys are ferocious predators. As soon as anything hits the water, including Deans, they crush it. No, all of them are very chill. Wow, very chill today. Probably because they're so full from all the sardines they've eaten, they're just lethargic. Let's let these guys go. See ya. See ya. So big. This guy's got some lighter color, actually, and a cooler pattern. That's a true leopard right there. Leopard puffer. So the other guy was darker. This guy's got some lighter patterns. Like this guy's super dark right here. Compare them. Look at that. Every puffer comes in different shapes and sizes. And look at that. This is actually different. Very different. I wonder if they're actually 2 different kind of pufferfish. Doubt it, but look at that. He's got some lighter yellow, and this guy's dark. Later. And the rest go down under. That was like 8 pufferfish in one. I knew that fish trap was gonna just crush the pufferfish. I totally knew it. I mean, it's a basket trap. So right when you pull it up, they're all sitting in the bottom, crushed. And now for the big boy, my favorite trap. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Dude, we have some damage on this. There's nothing in here. There's severe damage on this. Oh, my lantern. Okay, no fish. And a hole, a big hole right here. There must have been something massive in this. We must have caught the mother load of something. That's kind of bad too. Look at that. This zip tie popped. Something must have swam in here and just went nuts. That's insane. There's a monster lurking in these canals. There's a monster lurking in these canals. I had high hopes for this, like last time, but this one failed me. Failed me today. Now I might have to fix this guy up, do a serious patch job, maybe strengthen it and do a double mesh next time. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, if I should reinforce it and drop it again. can. But this thing looks like it got speared through. It was probably a cuda. This is what I'm talking about. Cuda's nose are so sharp. Even ones we catch offshore that we use for bait, if we put them in a trash bag, they go right through the trash bag. They just spear right through it. So one must have went whoosh, and just darted right through this thing. Just absolutely darted right through it. Who knows how big it could have been? I have seen some monsters in this canal, so it might have been one of them. I saw 2 breeders swim down my canal a couple weeks ago, and it was insane. I tried to capture it on camera, but my mic wasn't working. It was gnarly. That could have been one of them easily. Another big factor in the lack of fish in the smaller ones, I feel like, is the rainwater. This canal is still so brown, and it's practically brackish water. Like, just out of curiosity, I did a little test, a salinity test on the water, and it's not even ocean water. Ocean water is a perfect 1.023, I believe, and 1.024-ish. This water is like a 1.17. So it's still obviously salt water, but it is way lower than what it should be. So a lot of this is fresh water, which is kind of crazy. Always have a blast doing the fish trap videos. We added another one. Which one was your favorite level? I think level 6, the bucket fish trap, crushed it. 8 puffers. I don't think anything beats that. I think I gotta give it a couple more months, honestly, of letting the dock before I set another big fish trap video like this. I think I gotta give it a couple more months again, because the water needs to get back in the groove here. It's practically fresh water, pretty much. So the fish have all migrated away to where they're more comfortable. Even offshore, me and Jack would go 450 feet, so a mile and a half offshore, brown water. It's crazy, guys. The rain has seriously affected it, and hopefully things can clear up before the true summer starts. Thank you guys so much for watching. Always fun doing this. Got myself a new haircut. Appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.